and stubborn. I think that's why they are not really having the day easily.
Yeah, the thing is about what they did in J4M is, you see, they capitalized on, because when they were trying to fight us from the outside, they saw that they are not really winning when they were trying to bring the whole movement down from the outside. Maybe they are trying but willing to progress. For the most part, they're trying to come in to buy some people, give them money, go take this money, just go and do your business, forget about J4M. You're able to buy a few persons. But so that this movement is not, going away, it's not weakening anytime soon. So what they did was they infiltrated the platforms of the hosts, and they began to send, they began to disinform some prominent members or prominent commenters, prominent hosts, prominent, panelists. They began to send certain information to them. They began to disrupt them. And then when they caused them to fight and to argue, then they say, you see, that what I told you. I said she hates you. She said this about you and all this. And then they began to turn and they started cutting the whole thing into blocks. This is your own block. This versus this block, that. So when they break it, it's just like you want to eat solid pap and moi, right? You break your pap, you break it into pieces, break it, and then you can't put the whole pap in your mouth. You have to break all those pap to pieces, and then they broke it to pieces with the infighting and the misinformation and the disputes. And those who are actually working towards it, like who are actually supporting Baba towards injustice, they got all kinds of opposition around them, get them to reduce their credibility, and then use it as a tool to invalidate some of their comments. Some of them has left. There's a particular man they call him Mr. Wali. I don't know if you still remember Mr. Wali. That man was always talking about this corona. I was always talking about the DPP. I was talking about the DPP. That DPP, that's what we have. It has been saying about this since 2024.
Fatigue sets into fatigue.
Yeah, they did all kinds of things to reduce. And so the movement has been heavily derailed, but it has been heavily attacked on all sides. But anyway, the few of us who are still there. So, but the fighting is still going on, and like I already say, it's not. There is no damage. I don't want to. Anyway, let me just put aside.
So the only thing that is sustaining J4M right now, beyond human comprehension, I think is Mohbad himself and his works. What he has done, what he has put on records, what he has said. Those are the things that are still igniting fire in the minds of some people to stick, to be dogged. There was a J4M.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. That's also part of it. I don't really like commenting on that, this and that, and the divides and all those things, because we are all strictly here for J4M, and let's just face it as simple as that. The movement has been attacked, and if you're in the movement where the most prominent individuals in those movements have been attacked, or their statements have been, or they are being, targeted,
from the inside,
you know that something is at play, something is afoot, and it will not end. You see, this fight, it will never end. It will continue, because they must snuff out this movement at all costs. So they need to keep fighting. They need to keep playing on people's need to be correct. They need to keep playing on people's desire.
Do you remember this Elitioro Kabiru's interview? I think it was on STV or AIT, I think.
Yeah.
When he said, we have identified them and I will take them down one by one.
We dealt with, yes.
You remember?
Yeah, he said they will be dealt with. That was on AIT with me. He said if I identify them and they'll be dealt with. They'll be dealt with, so. My point, I've always said, look, pleading for peace peace is going to create more conflict. If you are begging for peace, let there be peace, let there be peace. Our world almost had some nervous breakdown 2024 when he was going around platforms begging everybody for peace on his life. Baba was alive and people were asking Baba, what's wrong with you? Baba, why are you so, why are you so down? Baba, you're not eating well. Baba was drying up, begging everybody for peace. But what happened? The worst happened. All those people, all the platforms that were there then, they've scattered. They even want to attack Baba by themselves. Begging for peace, emotional appeal for peace, it doesn't work. Because what you resist will continue to persist. Yeah. Those were.
But Crocodile, for me, when I hear people saying this, I always say peace is relative. You understand?
Yeah.
Even in the midst of storm, you can see how things right. In the midst of storm, you can see how peace. For me, I have peace. Because at times when I choose to respond to the issues, because I just choose to talk about them. But it's all mine, but the cool way, nothing concerns.
Yes.
So all this woman, I respect a woman on Vibe's platform earlier, and was saying, we should can come together, blah 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 blah. I just said, no, because the point we've gotten to here, everybody has chosen where they want to believe, where they want to be loved. You understand? Some of us see that Joseph Aloba is very innocent and is fighting for justice. Now, some people still believe that the man is not looking for justice. So, how do you harmonize we that have that school of thought with their own school of thought, and you want us to sit down on the same table? They need to change, except they change that notion that they are thinking, and they start seeing things the way we are seeing it, because we are seeing that the government are not doing enough.
In fact, we believe that Baba should not raise a finger. It's the government that should be running at us,
100%.
to seek justice in a working, like in a normal.
As I go post that video, say right, I go post that in the same country.
Normal setting.
Baba Mohbad no go collect lawyer.
You're not supposed to do anything.
The police go come to brief am.
They run extra skate and say, Baba, sorry.
By now, they will not run the DNA of people wey dey inside the house massive.
Yes, forensic for those sub people.
We'll be running press conference concurrently.
Yes.
They to be going.
Okay,
Later on, come out with breaking news. Breaking news connecting it. Ọlọ́pàá will be updating. In the case of so, we were able to apprehend the people that did the blah blah. They did.
And even in that,
Nigeria never happened to us.
in fact, even in the working system, in the same working system where the police are going about are trying to look for what happened, they still got to do some people that will be supporting the criminal. But as long as the police are doing their job, information, the revelation is coming out, they'll be like, okay, so this is what happened, okay, everybody begin to see that, okay, the new information, okay, this is it, okay, they begin to understand. That's why you have the police. That's why you have the system. Because if you don't have a system, it's just like when in the jungle, people just do what they want. But when you have a system, then okay, you say, okay, when this happens, this is what we're going to do. Because even after Mohbad's death, we've seen 16 circumstances happen, and the police going into action without even being prodded by the victim's family. They just go about their job and they get it, and they just go do their investigation. In Mohbad's case, nothing, everywhere just quiet. Which allowed some of these miscreants to be putting the man on his cloak, to be dumping on the man, dumping on everybody. That was not supposed to look like, but it is what it is. I'm saying, pleading for peace. I don't know why people are begging for peace. I don't know. Because I can never be. The only thing that can happen is to ignore those who are conflicting with each other or amongst each other. And, those ones who are still left in J4M, should just be having one or two talks about making comments on, well, discuss some other issues, pending the time that there's going to be some new updates. That's the only thing, because what you're talking about, you're giving energy to them, none of those things. So that's it. That's what I say.
All right, Mr. Crocodile. The thing is, what people don't understand is, like Honorable Young just said that he has peace. I have peace. This is not about peace. What is happening here is not nothing to do with peace. It's chaos. We have this chaos. Peace is different. Peace is, we all have peace because we're after TikTok, we relax with our family. I have peace. But what is happening now is chaos. And when we talk about justice for whoever, it can be justice for anything. But I'm just going to use justice for whoever because that's what we're talking about as an example. Justice means you want to achieve something in a positive way. And when you talk about fight, they say we're fighting for justice. When you talk about fight is different. Fight is a war. And when you're fighting a war, there's the bad and the good side. So this is what justice for Mubad is. There's the bad side, there's the good side. And when you're fighting the war, you want to achieve your aim. On the good side, they want to get justice. On the bad side, I don't know. You see what I mean? That is what I'm saying. So when you go to war, you fight to finish. You don't go to war and go, I want peace. You don't go to war and say, okay, they can use one tap on me and they can hide people. No. You do it because you have an agenda. You want to win the war. So this justice for Mubad is not nothing to do with peace. Justice for Mubad is now become a war.
Peace is not an absence of war. Peace is all about maintaining all people's crisis.
Yes. Yes. So this is going to be this. Whatever is happening in justice for Mubad is chaos. It's chaos, and you know what?
You manage crisis. That is peace. But that doesn't mean there won't be war.
Exactly. And what is happening now is like, like when people are fighting, people have an agenda. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to fight this war this way. I want to destroy it. I want to scatter it. Then the other people will be thinking, we know your agenda. We know you want to fight this war. You want to scatter it to weaken us, to weaken this side. But I am not going to let you weaken me. I'm going to keep fighting. But the moment you go, oh, okay, I'm going to be patient, then you've lost the war. So we have to realize that. We have to realize that this is justice for Mubad is war. And if people are ready, I mean, obviously some people, if you're not ready to fight to finish, because it might take ages, then just relax. But if you feel, you know what, I'm in a war and I want to fight this one, I want to win it, then you have to do whatever is necessary to win the war. Simple as ABC.
Something came to my mind.
Yeah.
Around New York. Okay. There's no your personality is one of the personality that people are still looking forward to sustain justice for Mubad. Getting the justice, I think that one is till further notice, but at least to sustain it for the moment, for some wounded soldiers to heal and gather enough energy to move on. Now, you said something interesting about, releasing certain files. So I want to know if it's going to help the cause of justice or it's just going to be for entertainment. Hello, sir.
Again, come again.
I said your personality, you are one of those people that that is sustaining the justice for Mubad. So getting justice, that one is still further notice. I don't know the outcome, but sustaining the fight for justice, you are one of the personality that still holds the betting moving forward. Now, my question is, you said there are certain files that you're going to, bring up in maybe January or February or something. So I want to know if it's going to help the cause of justice or it's just going to be for entertainment.
Let me answer you this way. I don't like it when you put me on point. We can only continue to be advocating for what we believe, so that at least our country can be a better place, in this justice of mobile, there's a lot of attack that has happened in time past. Personality have been attacked, integrity have been attacked. But I always like to study that. There must be a reason. If I'm coming on point, or if I'm coming to attack Amori, there must be a reason for me to attack Amori. I cannot just be attacking Amori for attacking sake. You understand? So, whatever anybody is doing, there's a motive behind it. Just like what Lady MC said the other time, that anything you do, there's your agenda, So there's agenda in it. So for now, I still want to be quiet. I don't want you to put me on the spot. We continue shouting the justice for Mubad. I got the information rightly. Thank you, sir.
On point, c'est only question. On point, why question here?
I beg your pardon.
Mo ti jí, mo ti lọ wọ̀, mo ti.
Èmi tí mo mọ pẹ̀sì tó.
Àwọn panẹ́lì tí mò ń pa, wọ́n ti lọ tẹ̀sí náà tó ṣe rántí yọ̀ mí, ẹ lọ sùn kẹ lọ jí.
Èmi tí mo ti lọ sùn, bí ẹ jí mi ẹ wá, mo yá lọ wẹ̀, kí ẹ gbọ́ kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀.
Yomi was another agent that came into justice for Mubad to further polarize the movement. He came in like somebody who wanted to do something with a lot of promises. And what he ended up doing was because of financial benefits or financial goals. He set Baba Mubad up, the people against Baba Mubad, by making it seem as though there are some steps that Baba Mubad was supposed to take, but could not take because those actions is going to relate to Adura. And then he brought himself as a solution, as a person who's going to take this action. And then did some gyration in the beginning that seemed he was going to do what is expected, like what people are expecting. While at the same time making it drumming into their heads that Baba Mubad does not want justice for Mubad. So he was able to nudge people away, like from the fold, just like Arima took away some fold. He came to take it to harvest his own from the fold. He harvested his own sheep, took them away, took their money, milked them, fleeced them dry, and now they are nowhere to be found in J4M. So Yomi too came to take advantage.
People from the beginning, important people, were taking off the scene.
Taken away. Their money is fleeced until death, nothing. And they can't even hold Yomi, accountable for the money that was taken away from them. But they all want to attack Baba Mubad for the money that someone did not even contribute. So they are more scared of Yomi than they are scared of even their own, their own shadows than the devil. So they can't even question it. They keep telling him, Yomi is scared of him. And shit like that.
Crocodile. Let me just say this. Me, the way I look at things, when they come here, young daddy, The first question I always ask is, that person's actions or inaction, will it jeopardize the justice for Mohbad? For me, once that answer is no, then I'm good to go. I'm good to go. But on the action, then you take, only affect you in this struggle for justice, then I will actually have a rethink.
That's very pretty. That's a coded language, bro.
Very good.
That's a coded language.
And why I call you behind? Because I don't say you're not coded person.
That's a coded language. I get it, but everything is going to work. It's going to get cleared.
Organically.
Yes, everything will get cleared. Everything will get cleared.
And that's the word, organically, naturally.
Yes, naturally, everything will get cleared. Everything will clear at the end of the day. Because there are some things that some people do. You know, I don't want to. I'm not involved in all of those, so I'm not going to talk. Everything will clear by God's grace. How can you be vindicated based on what? How do you want to vindicate Yomi? Is there anything that he has done in J4M that has shed any light on anything? I mean, you can't be telling us you're going to be vindicated. You can't be telling yourself that that's going to be vindicated. No, I was there. Anyways.
The instruments, should I say the drivers behind the balanced vehicle are the same drivers behind your. And is doing the job quite well, waiting for little mistake to capitalize on. I think there's a joker recently that they are already negotiating in their public to capitalize on by next year. And that will more, it will be, that has to do more with how the DNA thing is handled. Going to February. Then the second one was that rumor. I don't know how genuine it is that Baba moved the case from Abuja to Lagos. John Cookie jumped out, sniffing around, snoozing, trying to figure out where to puncture up so that they can rake him money from that rumor.
Yeah, that's right. I think what he does is he waits for something to drop from Baba Mohbad or some action, and he jumps on the bandwagon to make it seem as though his efforts was what paid off, and then use it as a means to crowd funds for more donations. I don't have look. I don't. So when I look at Yomi, I will just be like, wow, this guy was really able to pull this stuff off with some people. Because the way he came around and did what he did, bro, and the people that fell for it with their money, bro, you need to respect that guy.
Yomi made J4M to be attractive. I mean, turned into industrialized. So people started springing up.
He did a lot, like
that they can actually make it from justice of my life.
He did a lot, brought up, produced a lot of stuff that just, I mean, for me,
SC, Sister Amori, the Honorable York, Crocodile, everyone,
ilé ayé o. Ṣé mo kẹ́fẹ́ dà kan kí ilé ẹjẹ́ máa béèrè kí ló indicate kí ló ṣe kí nìkan lọ on point. There's some question you just need to go through. And thank God everybody's no more fighting. Anybody you see that is fighting now, there must be a reason that person is fighting now. So for now, no more fighting.
As an officer, there is no duty.
Which officer are you, sir?
No, I mean as a person. Sorry, as a person. And let me say, okay, as a coach, or let me say spectator. Let me use the word coach because coach makes you probably get involved in the performance of a team. Let's say as a spectator now, we always like to know the direction at which the aspirations, the goals, the performance of your favorite player in the field. Maybe you like Ronaldo, you like Messi, you like this Osimhen, like Osimhen. How far now? How are you going to? We need 2 goals in to. Can you make it 3? So those are the kind of questions I ask. I don't really ask questions to. That's how investigators ask questions. You ask them a short question that will put you in a position, so that you be in control of yourself. Like you can see, naturally, it's an evolution. You understand? It's an evolution. It will.
What points they play? Mommy, I can't be a question. We're not too soon. Àríkẹ́ Adé Diamond ẹ ti sùn ní ẹnẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ́sọ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ tún sùn. Àríkẹ́ Adé wọ́n ti sùn ẹsẹ̀ nìkan ni ò ti sùn ẹsẹ̀ sùn dayọ̀. Wọ́n ti fi wá sùn lọ. Wọ́n ti fi wá sùn lórí panelist wa yìí. Àti ìbílẹ̀ ọ̀tí lọ sùn ọmọ ìyá lọ sùn.
I don't need attention here, Joe. I need to.
Okay. No problem. Kálọ́ bèèrè mọ́mí àríkẹ́ tó bèèrè question gan wọ́n ti lọ sùn. Àbílú kí lè léyìn báyìí.
Okay, let me attend to 1 or 2 things. I'll be back also.
Okay, ó yẹ jẹ́ kó gbá máa lọ́gbà ẹ̀ ká padà wá lálẹ́. Okay, let's go. You will come back later.
I say, Mommy Amori, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mommy. Everybody, thank you. Come back later. Thank you. Bye-bye, you. See you. That's it. Try a quarter. Then, quarter.
God, What's up? Good evening, sir. Great to see you.
I am one of your big fans.
Wow, nice meeting you. One love.
Thank you, sir. Sir,
Where are you swimming?
Kogi State.
Here in Nigeria. So I say everything now.
Fine, sir. Thanks for bringing me up.
So what do you get to talk about the matter with the grand about a show?
Now, okay, but I like him very well. But I don't get anything to talk, sir. But I'm going to leave that shower work, sir. I shall be walk. So I know it gives me. Surprise or boy now?
No, it will be later than doing now.
Okay.
Tomorrow I come back, tomorrow we do give away. Don't worry for the later.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Let me share the life.
Okay, no worries. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Voila. Please plenty. Okay, for works up now. So, if I'm not gonna give up no vex, the name's plenty. Hello. I'm gonna. Hello.
I've been
I greet to my boss. I did.
what's it up? I thank God, though.
I be fine man. No, I beg. Maybe this a show guys don't come the inbox you. I beg off your camera. Off. Off your camera now. Before these guys will begin the message you. Off. Thank you. Appreciate it. Afana. On am. I see your face.
I think they together.
And then, hey, fresh. You got to know the Nigeria. Because the name of they live for this kind of house where they live in a big man, we chop in the food. Ask you to do. What happened? We just live now. No, other side. I say, not in Nigeria, I mean. Okay.
Sorry, B. I shall work.
Let us be only you. Hey, see, are you? Let you one.
Did they hear me now?
And they are you 17.
I shall work the go now.
No, they should work no easy. Even the December 7, no even see shit. Thank God, I retire quick. Nobody retire.
But I shall not be work now.
At all.
I shall not be work.
You don't see Anna. But I shall not work on a don't plenty cash at December.
Yeah.
Well, they wait for me to because everybody don't travel with their wife.
Everybody don't travel. They will come back self, they find woman married. I know I shall.
I shall not use you. I better be work. Where they go find work. We live in cheap baby.
Where they go find work.
You think I free from now?
Come again.
You think I calling me from?
Oh, now Ghana, yeah, I do. I know they far.
I talk him now because excuse me. I say the kind of fast way you say if the person in Nigeria here, the person chopping the food. You understand? Yeah, that's fine. And before those guys will begin wash you now. When they can't show, man.
Now once once.
Oh, hello. See, the king on, man.
I'm just showing my body, showing me work.
I really appreciate that. Thank you, yeah.
Thank you, my boss. Thank you.
Well, I do. Listen, they carry a shower so Allah. Baby, what's up? Let's say this baby now, what's up, woman? This baby now, what's up, woman? We are from outside, woman. Because I see she cover her.
Good evening. Good good evening. I know the hours are Abibo. I get a customer say we are shouting. How are you?
How are you? I'm fine.
I'm fine too.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Where they coming from? Thank you for the gifts.
I go for Nigeria, they call you.
Which shop you are from Nigeria?
I will call you for Imo State.
Where they from Hausa?
No, from Hausa. This way, look at Hausa face.
Yeah, I keep your fish now because I keep your fish.
You know where weak. You know where weak. You woman. You know where weak.
And them because I won't ask you now because wait now. Some people say Hausa women they do ashawo. I go ask you whether Hausa women they do ashawo.
Say I look like Hausa.
Well, on your camera for me now.
I know the honor. You don't see my face, then I saw my face. And for me, Imo State, what did they do you? You Hausa.
I'm not weak. I'm not weak.
You where is my hold they are weak.
It is what I tell you.
They make weak for I shall one of you work. What do you do? You know you are shower man.
I thought I told my devil.
No. You see that door, may not take it. May not hit your head for that door waiting for your back. If you are shower man, maybe I shower boy you.
Papa, you can get from you.
You get what it?
I said, prepare come from you.
Yeah, so I don't see all your film when they do. When they slap you, that guy, if he say slap you, or blue black, you have man to say, so low, when you go, it will sweet me. If they go pass out for you, in front of your mama. Yes. That guy will not apologize for if not me, eh? He gave you, pin, dog, no name, yeah. Eh? Imo, ina bịa n'ime ahịa ebe na-akụ gbọmgbọmgbọmgbọmgbọmgbọ ewu ma wee wear chair for leg na shower. Why you go do like that? All my shower burn you? Nonsense. When I shower burn you, come. Your man not do a shower before you burn you. Your man how many man knock before you? Your man how many man? Come and join. The charm here. The children bam go wash again. Hold your mouth. You get like they go carry that off for inside market. Allah him go who's about call give you. Amuraza. Give her ball now why. Next time you warm one on not in my. On in my one day. Where is it? Guys, this is.
I know that your own is government. Yeah. You have a point. You want to live in a good society. You want to be okay. You don't need any interference. The government to do their job. Yeah. It's true. It's normal. It's normal. I don't know if people agree. It's normal. But if they're not doing it, that's where I come from. That's where I'm coming from. I know you always say that. You always agree about that. But if they're not doing it, the owner is on the public to force them to do it. Well, I don't want to go there. Let me just ask Jack, from what I said, who do you think, after telling you all my story, where I'm coming from, who do you think I should hold
responsible when it comes to the family. I'm not on the government, so I know you made up your mind about the government. Yeah. You have your own point.
Wait,
When it comes to the family,
responsible for what? It depends.
responsible for the calamity. You know that this calamity has to do with government as far as you are concerned.
No. Wait. You're mixing things up.
Okay.
Let's get something clear.
Okay.
I'm saying is this. When it comes to
Not getting justice. That's the calamity I'm talking about. Oh. This calamity that is not getting justice. You know, you believe that that's the calamity I'm talking about now.
okay, I thought you were talking about the demise. Okay.
No, not getting justice. Okay.
Okay.
See what I'm saying now?
Yeah, you know, because when you say calamity, that's not calamity. If you have said,
no. Justice of God is no. It's the calamities we are referring ourselves. That is not getting justice.
maybe because I've not been talking to you, I haven't.
Okay, I'm speaking to you for the first
I
time.
don't understand your
I
language.
thought I was talking to J Clock.
Yeah,
You have the same voice.
yeah, I need to get used to. Yeah.
Yeah, the voice.
Yeah. Okay. Now, in that case,
Oh, it's not Vicky today, right? Thank God.
so in that case, Mr. Shalake, you see, when it comes to the, you see, I said it already. All of them, they all play very important role in Mohbad not getting justice. They all, when it comes to who blocked the justice for Mohbad, who denied this guy justice, all of them they play key roles, but they play these roles at different levels. Do you get different levels? The level of involvement may differ, but the goals. Varies. But the goal is at the end of the day, the end goal is the same. It's same because the family they don't want to go to prison every day. The wife doesn't want to go to prison or get capital punishment. Now the so-called the government and the police, whoever it is that they're protecting, they don't want the person to go down. Or for his name to get smeared, or for his name to be dented, you know. So if you look at it, you see that all of them are because okay now, you how do you justify this, or how do you explain this? That let's even assume. Let's agree with them because they so believe that is the woman that did this that find the son, or is the concubine, or sorry, I said concubine. Is a what do you call that now? Is a what do you call that now? Is this the concubine?
Ali.
That it's through the wife's promiscuity that the thing happened. Okay, whichever you look at it, this is the thing. The Baba, that's Mohbad's dad, the wife, the sister, they all know what happened to this guy. They know exactly what happened. But they're not saying it. They're not going to say it because because either they've been promised some things or whatever, or even some of them were even in the know, were involved in the whole plan. They may not probably be the one that pulled the trigger or that did it for this stuff, but they were probably in the know. But even let's say they were not in the know, when they were being told, what action did they take? They didn't take any action that any normal, rational person should take to ensure that justice is done to the person. Instead, they started doing cleanups, cover-ups. That's what they started doing. So now you cannot separate them from the actual person will pull the trigger. So
yes, that's your thought. But I want you.
no, it's not just my thought. It's not just my thought. Look, listen.
No.
It's not just my
I
thought.
want you to put yourself in my own condition, please.
Okay. What do you want me to say?
You said, okay, I'll just try to relate to you personally.
Yeah.
Put yourself in my own condition.
Yeah.
That you are Shalaki.
Okay.
What I've told you is this. I explained everything to you when it comes to the family. In as much as you believe, which I did in the beginning, it was later I realized how these people are working together. So maybe it's a mistake for me. Maybe I was not learning enough. I was fooled. But okay, I was foolish. You can't say anything you want to say. But I'm just telling you my own predicament. What happens to me personally? Now, do you think I'm going overboard? I'm doing something that doesn't worth it. I want to give you your mind a little bit. If you are in my position, that somebody, in and know that, you never believe any of them, but I took one person on board that I said, oh, this person, no. During that time, I did that he wants justice, and he can get you justice. You believe in the police that will give you justice. I don't. It's one of those things. Police anywhere, they will do the same thing. If it's only fish them out. And the public is supporting it. I join the public. And they're fishing the person out. He wants justice. He's not going to bury it. He's not going to do this. He's not going to do that. It's Ali. Who is Ali? I don't know. One way or the other, we support me to get Ali out. Now, what do you think when it comes to the family? It's one couple. In as well as the all of them are calling you, but put yourself in public position. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people will think that way too. That this man, Commissioner Lover, won justice and is supported him. Do you think people should be supporting the kind of human being again? Tell me.
Shalaki, you know the answer to the question you've asked because, of course, you know that's why they say experience is the best teacher. When you experience something, it's different from if someone is just telling you not to do it so as to prevent that thing from happening. But something that you experience, that's what do you call it now? They call it like the vicarious. That's a vicarious experience. So you don't need anybody to tell you not to do it any longer. You just know that next time I won't do it again because you've learned from your own experience. So there's no way any other person will come out tomorrow. That's why a lot of people say, look, the action of that man, the behavior of that man is going to cost a lot of people help in future because nobody, like me for instance, apart from this mobile case, there will never be anything that I'm going to be involved. That has to do with anything that has to do with one injustice or just I don't care, to be honest. So it was just because of the things that they did to that guy, and because he fought so hard, to be where he was, and he fought so hard for his own life too. Again,
He never wanted to die, just like every other person, every normal person. But eventually, he lost the battle. So that's the reason why I personally, why I came up. So I came out to speak for this guy because he's no longer here. So now, next time, Shalaki, what I would say, because everything you said, if I really want to understand what you're saying, my advice to you now is this: that next time, do not take people's words for it. When somebody is telling you that when somebody is saying, I respect you, Lord, I respect you so much, I hold you in high regard, and that person, in one breath, is telling you, in the next minute, it's the same person that will just slap you. It's the same person that will spit on your face. It's the same person that will tell you, you're stupid. And that person just told you that I hold you in high regard, in high respect. I respect you, Lord. You like
in his language, my technology.
Exactly, you can see. So this man, because this man was saying that I'm looking for justice. I never believed this guy from look, not for a second. From day one, I just knew that the wife, the family, they're involved in that case. They've got something to do with that. There's something involved. There's something. The moment I heard that they did that kind of cleanup barrier for him, I knew that something is wrong somewhere. And that is how investigators, that is how they think. They start thinking, connecting the dots. Why would they do this? Why would they seal off even cement, so much cemented what do you call it now? The period ground. Why would they do all of those actions? Yeah. So those things are questionable. Those acts are they're things that when you see them, they just scream red flags, red flags, red flags. But people were not really questioning. They were not doing proper questioning. They were so carried away because the man was saying that he was trying to say that he didn't do the act. They're trying to pull everything on his head and stuff like that. But he was saying things. We were saying a lot of things that I was like, what is this guy saying? What are you saying? He was saying a lot of things, countless things. When he was talking, you can see a lot of things. He was even saying. At some point I saw that this guy, what happened? You were with Wumi in the same camp. I mean, together having it. They were supposed to have the same lawyer before. They were supposed to have Falana was supposed to be the lawyer. Was supposed to represent both of them. I mean, probably the family and the wife. And what happened? What happened all of a sudden? What happened? Something happened. When in the camp of greedy people, some are more greedy than the others. That's it. That's what they say. All animals are equal, but some are more equal than. So when it comes to greed, some people they take the front seat. Their own has no limit. So something happened. Someone was trying to circumvent the other. Someone was trying to cheat somebody. Somebody felt that I will be. These people were going to swindle me, and the person back off from an agreement, from some things. So what happened? Why were you together before? If you believe that this person was responsible for the demise of your son, why will you still get the same? I mean, be together in the same camp. I mean, to have the same lawyer with that person to do what? And in the first instance, what were they getting lawyer for? To do what? To do what? To do what? All of these things, the questions. I was surprised the other day when Ishak asked this man a question that did you talk about did he talk about somebody at the Mubarak's property the day you got to the house? I was surprised when the man said, yeah. He went to the lawyer, he started the issue. He started the talks, the conversation of the property. And when this man was going to talk about it then back then, he just said, He knew what you guys wanted to hear. He knew that the people, listen, that man is just cunning. He's not smart and he's not wise. But he's cunning to the core.
Thank you.
He just told the people. He just told the people that said, the property what Mobile left behind was his mother enough to go around to the shed. Does that make any sense to you? Conversations.
Yeah.
What were you guys talking about when you got to that point? He was withholding information. Anybody who's withholding information in a murder case, just so that they got a lot to do with it. The same thing with the wife. Withholding a lot of information, trying to remove herself. Let me tell you something, Shalake. Maybe you have not listened to me.
Let me just round it up. I'm going to continue to talk again.
Okay.
Yeah, I will round it up. Yeah, what you said is afterthought as far as I'm concerned. It's an afterthought to me. But you said something. I said, what would I do?
Shalake, what do you mean is that? What do you mean is an afterthought? Wait. What do you mean is an afterthought? Something that I've been saying from the one that I came out. When it was happened fresh, you're saying afterthought. When you say afterthought, what you're saying is that you're saying now.
Please. It's an afterthought to me. Let me just
Oh, to you.
To me.
Okay.
To me, it's an afterthought. If I have to wind the clock back, would I do the same thing again? You said it in the beginning, and I will take it personally, and I want the public to take it, so that something like this will not happen to them again. All this you are saying, you have it in your mind from the beginning. Is that how it is? No. It's an afterthought to use that. It's an afterthought for me. I will say this. Next time, public, please, we should realize that without we think and look at what is happening first. We should not allow our emotion, our sympathy, empathy for a patient to override our judgment. Just 1 minute.
Richie, are you there? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Can you hear me?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone. Belated Christmas. Richie. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't even say that. Richie, you see, the thing is, if you look at this, what shall I say is good, to be honest, because that's one lesson. You see, in this thing, sometimes it's not all about win. It's all about, sometimes you can take away from a lesson. What lesson did you or are you able to take away from it? Because emotions are really something that are very, very strong, and that is why now the people that are still believing that they can't find any fault in him, I still cannot blame them, to be honest, because the reason why I'm not going to blame them is because now some people, they're woken up already. They're like, what is going on? Who is this man? No, I can no longer go this route. They're able to take a different stand. But for some other people, they learn slow. Some people learn very slow, to be honest. So it takes them, what would take you like a year can take them like 3 or 5 years. So it's not their fault, to be honest. That's just the way. People are just wired different ways. So, but if you look at yeah. Yes. And again, Richie, thank God for you saying what you said. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm already there. You know, they're where we are now.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But some are still finding it difficult to believe this.
For some are intentionally.
Thank you.
Some are criminals. They are evil.
No, you said it all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you know what?
Oh my God.
Before I forget, remind me this thing that I said that some are just evil. They just intentionally, they just don't want to repent. Some are just unrepentant. Right or wrong. Right or wrong, they just don't want to be, they don't want to be seen as a weak, or they don't want to be seen as they made mistake. So
they're too embarrassed to come out.
Yes. Those kind of people will never learn in life, because you can't live like that. If you live like that, that's very bad. And those kind of people, they're dangerous. They are dangerous people, to be honest. They're dangerous to themselves. They're dangerous to people around them. Because I remember. There's something I want to say, but I can't. I wanted to talk that thing before. But okay, now I remember I had one conversation with this guy. Who was called now? What's this guy called? That guy. That guy that looks like he's gonna fight, like when he's talking. What's this called? Even the name is like that guy that shouts a lot from Baba Mubad's camp. What's this guy called? Yes, Vengeance. Yeah. I had a conversation with him one day. I went up his platform for the very first time, and that was the last time. And because of the way he's doing, because he goes everywhere to attack people and to silence people and all that. So I went up on his platform that day, and I was quiet for a while. I just kept listening to him. Then I engaged him. Then after engaging him, I could see I understand the kind of mindset he has, and I asked this guy a question. I said, I first of all explained some things to him to understand what he's doing. That do you think he's still doing the right thing? Do you think the way you defended this man, right or wrong? Do you think that that's the right way? But when he had different opinions, so I asked him one question. I said, Vengeance, what will you do if later, eventually, you now come to realization that Baba Mubad is actually not looking for justice at all, as I've put it to you now? And then he said, that if I found out that he's not looking for justice, what he's gonna do is he's not gonna abuse him. He's just gonna like down his tools, like his weapons. He's just gonna lay them down and then exit the movement. But you see, what he said then, I've been looking for days like this, times like this, that the man will, because look, you can deceive people. You cannot deceive people forever. You can try to cover your true person, your true personality. But by the time it's going to come out, especially when you are occupying some kind of a frontline role, by the time that behavior will come out, the way it will bring to the whole world,
people are just supporting it.
It's just like what Obama said to Trump. Was it Obama that said to Trump? Yeah, back then when he was to take over, and he said something. He said the Oval Office as a way of magnifying your true character, the true you.
Language you used.
Yes. The true you is there, but that office will help you to magnify it.
Yes. It's going to bring you.
And it happened. Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, so, he said it will bring you shenanigans out.
Exactly.
Don't worry, it's a matter of time.
Yeah. And time is the greatest revealer of all things, of all behaviors, of all characters. So I knew that there's like time that he will come, and I've been expecting this guy to own. I mean, how do you put it now? To own up to his own words and to act like what do you call it now? Like someone that stays true to their words. But what do we get? Yeah, this guy is crazy, to be honest. They need to take him for serious mental evaluation, because He's really, really sick.
Yeah, we'll be here. Because those are that hard fan, and they've said it, I've said it in the beginning, that these kind of people, we cannot just leave justice for them. They think they've won. You know how winning here now, really. It was making them look stupid. Let them keep quiet.
Okay, you see, Richie, yeah, this was what I wanted to say before. You see the reason why, personally, me, I don't allow emotions to in everything. I just try to separate emotions. Even if it has to do with myself or my relative or my father, I will just remove emotions and just say those things. Now, look, emotions, empathy is good to be empathetic, but you see, empathy breeds vulnerability. Vulnerable. Vulnerability is a weakness. You're gonna become weak is a weakness. So people use that thing a lot against people. So when things happen to people, what I do is not like I will sympathize with you, but I'm not gonna empathize with you. Before I will start to go to that level, it's gonna be you have to be that person must have come clean. So I can sympathize with you, oh, this happened. But I wouldn't want to put myself in your shoes because if I start to do that, then I start to feel, oh, it was my son, how will I feel? No, I won't do that. So that my judgment about you will be true. So that I will stay true to myself when I'm assessing you, when I'm evaluating you. Do you get? So that's the thing. So that's one thing people should take from that. We should learn to work on our weaknesses.
Yeah. It's not really a weakness. It's just people's nature. People can only, you see, we are adults. That's why we are trying to tell the public now. We are doing the same thing again until that man is being, brought to book that what he did is wrong. We are doing the same thing again. If he's not brought to book, I'm sorry, I won't. If I can't get justice and that man is not brought to book, will I even have any empathy for a human being? Normally, I know I'm a good, I would say I'm mean or I have this empathy for people. And the empathy leads to sympathy. As you said, then when you start having empathy, sympathy, you can do anything. You can just say, okay, it's one of those things.
Shalake, sorry.
It's been human.
Let me put a cap on that thing, sir, because the way I said it, the way you're saying it now, I'm now realizing in a homicide case.
No, don't use homicide. Don't use that word.
Because empathy is a great virtue in life. You have to have it. You have to show empathy to people. Homicide case, in a murder case, remove it. Because anybody can be complicit. So that's where it is wrong. So it's not like empathy. Everybody, if you're human, you've got to have empathy in you. Because when you empathize with people, that's when you're human. But in homicide case, that's why you see investigators. Investigators it's none of their business. To start thinking, oh, is the mother or is the father of the person, or so he can't do it, she can't do it. No. And that is why, if you watch crimes very well, you're gonna see that the people you least expect that committed the murder, they are the people that you find out that they did it. Because you're thinking it's not possible. Impossibility does not exist when it comes to murder case, homicide. Because human beings, you see, desperate people, they say desperate people do desperate things. Because they are desperate, they want to have something at all costs. So they will do something that
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, they will do something that is crazy, something that will confound your mind. Yes, that's how it happens. And that's how crime happens. That's the thing about crime. If you look at crime, you see desperation there. Most crime. Passion, desperation. Even if it is love, if it is crime of passion, you will still see that there's desperation involved. Because that person wants to have that woman at all costs, or that person, there's always that thing there. If it's about money, you will see that there's still desperation to have it all, to own it.
Yeah, it's either me or nothing.
Yes, exactly, Richard, exactly. So when people are desperate, they can do anything. Do not rule anything how that they cannot do. You can imagine. Let me tell you something. There's so many crimes I've seen. I've seen a lot of insane crimes that you will never even think. Twins. Like I think they were like 17 or 16. They were raised by a single mother, and these girls, because their mother was trying to protect them, not to work at night, not to go at night. They go with their friends to go to a pub, go clubbing and stuff like that. The mother was just playing a motherly role. And do you know what happened? These twins, girls, they felt that this woman was too harsh on them. They felt that this woman, why is it, she was troubling them. She didn't want them to enjoy their life, And you know what they did? One day, they colluded together. Both of them came together, and they planned to kill the mother. And they find her, and they took her body to the basement. And just placed something to cover the body up there. So the body was there for like 2-3 days. And then the colleague at work, because it's unlike the woman not to go to work. So they called the girls, and they were telling they couldn't say anything reasonable. So and then the colleague called the police that something was happened to our colleague. They gave the police the address to the house and all that, and the police conducted investigation. They denied it. They didn't know that she just went out and they didn't see them at home any longer. Until when they started the investigation, because when they put her in the basement, it's somewhere that you can't even, even the smell was not coming out. So they did the investigation and they found out that the body was down there somewhere. And this child, at the end of the day, they were denying. They denied. At the end of the day, they had to tell the truth. That is what is called real investigation, proper investigation. They will say the truth at the end of the day. And that is what is lacking in Mohbad's case. Richie, you want to say something?
That's very true. What you just said like you rightly said, this has been compromised from the beginning. And I remember the very first day when the body was exhumed, and I saw the sort of a countenance that day. It's still in the back of my head. I cannot remove it. Right? I saw his body countenance, and I matched that up with what he has said. That he refused to acknowledge the fact that he should be the one to report the case. Let's be realistic. He's supposed to have tendered the case across to the police station, but he wasn't saying anything like that. He was just saying he was looking for police report. And he said, when he got to Berekita, he said, "Oh, I thought they were arrested of us." But what did you tell them? Did you actually explain? Egbamio, I saw blood. I don't know what by this guy. It's my son. You didn't say anything like that. You only humble yourself, say you were looking for police report. That's a foul play there. And so whatever they said to him, to negotiate whatever negotiation he has got himself into. That was a very big mistake on his part as a dad. Because no amount of money should be able to buy you out finding the killer of your son. I understand that could be a threat to life, which we don't know. Right? Obviously, when you look at the way Gracie was slapping him about, and he came out to defend Gracie, that really weakens me a lot. And so, I don't know, he enables it, he allowed it to happen, because there's so many ways he could have escaped. Do you understand? He has so many avenues, all these ladies, all these American ladies, they were rallying around him and all that. He could plan his exit easily. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Don't worry, go to the body country, we apply for asylum, the case is high, people recognize you. But there's so many ways he could escape. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If he's questing for justice. But to me, it's not. And what Shlaki was saying all the time, because the way he carried himself, portrayed himself to fool a lot of people, that is actually looking for justice, right? And a lot of people bite that idea. That's why we still have this untimely fracas going on on the street on J4M.
Richie, do you know what?
Yeah.
I've taken my time to study that man, the behavior, to look at that man. I'm not even talking about the past. Even recently, presently now, I'm talking about person. I've taken my time to look at that man, to forensically evaluate him, his behavior, to forensically check his behavior. I can see that I was always right about that man. You see, if you look at the way that man, the way this man is so the way fame drives this guy mad. The way this man is so happy about the fame and the things that he's able to enjoy after the demise of that boy. If you look at the way this guy is so, you know, the vanity of the behavior, he's so vain. Like, if you really look at it, forensically look at it, you will see that this man, I'm beginning to think that this man, unless except they forensically checked this man's bank account a few months or few weeks prior to Mubarak's death, and then his court logs, the phone call, forensically check all his phone calls and stuff like that. They write to the telecoms and all that. Let them check all of his conversations, the chat and the rest of them, and as well as his bank accounts to see where if money came in from any individual of interest. Because if you look at the behavior of this man, you know, I've said it. Look, Richie, if you still remember things I've said in the past, I said that the behavior of this man, not even up to now, it wasn't up to now. I said that the behavior of this man is the behavior of like it's like takeover kind of behavior. It's like taking over kind of behavior. It's the behavior of someone who is so happy that a stumbling block, something that was standing between you and your glory. You can see that this man, somewhere in his head, anytime he looked at Mohbad, when Mohbad was alive, anytime he was with Mohbad, somewhere in his head, he's thinking, I'm supposed to be enjoying this glory. I'm supposed to be enjoying this fame that you're enjoying. This talent that you think that the talent that you're enjoying now belongs to me. You got it through me. I am the real singer. I'm the person that's got this talent. The thing about this man is look, a lot of people will not understand. They will not understand what I'm saying or the level at which I'm talking. The behavior of this man clearly shows that nothing has brought him happiness in his life more than the death of that boy. That boy was taken away. So I'm never going to rule out that he was even in the know of all whatever that was orchestrated. I would not be surprised at all. Because when you see people that do not have limits when it comes to desperation for money, desperation for fame, greed, they can do anything. There is nothing that they cannot do. Because look at the way this man will come out, talk to the public anyhow, talk to the people that have helped him anyhow, talk to the people that even supported him with their heads. The people that will be like, we will lay down our heads for you. Look at the way this man addressed them. Look at the way this man turned against them. Look at the behavior of this man. Anyone who is an ingrate can do anything, whatever it is that we call despicable, can do it. Anything evil, that person can do it. Because he's got no gratitude. He's got no morals. He's got nothing. His behavior is like the behavior of a father of a boy that has just won, let's say, $1 billion lottery. It's like the behavior of a father of a boy that has just become, that has just risen all of a sudden to fame. He's behaving like it's something positive that happened to him. He's not behaving like it's something negative, it's sorrow that happened to him.
And he has this thuggish
instinct behavior.
Of course he is. He's yeah, it's a street. He's just a street boy. To be honest, he feels like us. You know, all of these street people with street sense. All they think is immediate gains. You know, all they think about now is this. I'm telling you that. Look, everybody in that family, that's how they behave. That's how they think. And that is how you can see. Look at the mother. Look at the mother.
Look at the boy as well. That boy.
Somebody put you and your son, whatever, you know, put you guys in one place, called mansion, and you guys are there. But maybe they promise you guys some other things. Because of that, you can actually
Somebody said Baba Obama was the one who introduced fracas into J4M. I wouldn't.
He's happy about it. He's happy about it.
He acknowledges it, didn't he?
He's happy about it. All of the divisions, because he knows that the more the public are divided, the more they can make money. The more they can profit off the public. He knows that. Because if you guys are united, there will be a limit. So when you guys are fracas, because you know you can leave this camp make money from this camp. You know, when you guys are not paying, when there's a higher bidder, it goes to the next camp. You know, all of this madness. And you can see the likes of Gorexi, all of those criminals that this guy he carefully looked for criminals like himself, and he put all of them together to pull off all of this the fraud, to pull off this whole scam thing.
You know what's really funny to me? When they promised that 500, and they said, no, don't give him the money anymore.
That guy, he doesn't have
You know one thing? I don't know how, don't let me say it like it. And people still want to donate. I was told I was looking money for what they call for DNA. If he wants money, ask him to show his statement of account. Eh? I don't understand.
To be honest,
he has money.
I shake my head.
The trial gang. Yeah, that's what you call them, the trial gang.
Sometimes I pity all of those people that are just flaunting. They don't even understand. Look, Richie, let me tell you something. If there's anything that the public did that they so did wrong, aside the fact that they didn't go in the right direction, they allowed Obama to get the movement. If there's anything that they did that they too sort of contributed to this whole justice collapse, would be this culture of, I don't know what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to prove that they're rich or something. I don't understand. Throwing money at this man anyhow. Just throwing money about. The moment they started throwing money at this man,
it is the way. That's realistic.
The moment they started doing it, I knew that there will never be any justice anywhere. I knew they were not going to get nothing.
Yeah, it is the way people show their empathy. Don't forget, a lot of people are emotionally overwhelmed, right? That, look at him, so he was a poor man, his only begotten son, the breadwinning son that just taken out of him at early stage and all that. So a lot of people, yes, I felt the same way, but until I saw his countenance and I saw the movement, I said, okay, hang on a minute, it's you that you lost your son. Forget about everyone outsiders. If I got to that house, I expected him to do worse. Which is when you have a lot of crowd there. That no, I'm not taking it on for an answer. Call the police, right? Or go there, no, we go to the police station. I don't know. There's so many ways he can express himself. But he calmly, I don't know. And people are saying, oh, maybe because he was afraid, maybe because of this and that. I'm beginning to think that when you say, I'm beginning to think now that maybe he actually knows about it, that the guy is going to be off,
Because Richie, look at this. Look at it. Forget the fact that one is forget exposure or no exposure. Now look at this. Look at this. Think about it in any way. Even ask a market woman, a woman selling pepper, tomatoes at say in a local market. Ask them that if you are called, if you say with your own mouth that you're called, that your daughter or your son is dead, and you're called to come over, and you got there, and you saw a duvet soaked. We didn't say it. I did not say it. Jack did not say it. You, Richie, did not say it. Nobody said it. Paparino did not say it. This guy opened his own mouth and said it by himself that he saw a duvet soaked in blood, full of blood. And ask a market woman that you are being called and you got there, you just call the bedsheet so that the person will understand. And the bedsheet is soaked in blood. Will you not question what happened to your daughter or your son? Will you give authorization for burial, quick burial? To be honest, Richie, there is no way. You know, I've been saying it from day one, and some people know, a lot of people hated me for that. There is no way. You cannot explain it anywhere to me. You definitely got into whatever story that you were being told. You were told what happened, and probably you've been promised some things. So if you help cover up, because the action is clean up. It is clean up to clean up for mother. That's what he did. That's what he did. To be honest, and at that point, I just think that man missed something. That man is involved, and there is no way the public will get justice if they kill behind that man. And you see the greatest mistake public made again. How they made that man. You see the reason why the effect of the public outcry became null and void, had no effect. It started to have no effect. The moment they allow Obama to take that man to sit in front to hijack the movement, and the moment they relinquish the finances that are meant to finance the getting of the justice quest, the moment they release everything, it's like you relinquish both your voice, because at that point it became the voice of the public. You relinquish the voice and you relinquish the finances to power the movement into a member of the family that can become complicit, that may someone who can become potentially a complicit in the crime. You relinquish everything to the person. So what it did, they just built some kind of fuel force that will stop the outcry of the public. So as you guys we're all crying on it's not going anywhere, because whatever the police was doing, whatever those that crime bad, the government, whatever they were doing, that he was supposed to be exposing them with his liberty, they were covering everything up, saying that calling it walking on the ground. They were covering everything up. They were allowing them to buy time. They were buying them time.
He says, I shit is so she good make it. Remember, that's what you really flat out. At the same time, I don't know how.
It's a stupid man.
On her. I don't know how on her. Listen, you saw the report from the DPP, when you tried to challenge the DPP, you saw what was quoted for you, right? You saw that, and you still went ahead and spent public money that you spend another 5 million for an appeal. Appeal against what? I don't understand. This is where I fault the lawyer, honestly, because the lawyer, he knows the constitution very well, he knows the law very well. Richie, if your client say you have to go for appeal, and he has every right to say no, this is very unprofessional.
Richie, to be honest, in reality, if you have, in reality, to be honest, in reality, lawyers, they don't, to be honest, to be fair to lawyers, let me tell you one truth, to be honest. If whatever you want, whatever the client wants, he can advise the client. But if the client still is insistent, there is nothing the lawyer will do. He will go ahead and do it for you. I've had cases where lawyers will tell you that, look, if we this thing just forget about it. If we go, we're gonna lose. So just take it like that. If you don't take it, if you say go ahead, he's gonna go ahead. At the end of the day, you will see that if he's a lawyer that knows his onions, I'm talking about now. So it's gonna happen that way because he understands what you don't understand as a client. But since the client wants it, he's gonna have no choice than to do it. So in the case of, you can see, look, if you look at Mohbad's dad, to be honest, I don't understand. I don't know if there is this syndrome in the family. There's this brain slow down syndrome, or some kind of if they're retards, I don't know, or if they're just if it is just the greed that lowered them to that level to become retarded. You will see that these people, their behavior is not normal. Look at the other day, he came out and be telling the people that are professionals. You're talking to public. Most of them are professionals. You're talking to them and you're telling them. You are trying to even educate them on what the job of a lawyer is. You're trying to tell them that a lawyer is the person that does this. Holy shit. To be honest, that man is just. It's just a tool.
Just drop. They come from parallel with us.
What did Jack say? What did he say? What did he say that TikTok dropped? TikTok dropped.
He didn't say anything bad.
He said
it was fun.
Right now, he used the word.
Really?
Drop out. Jack, listen to this one. Where is it? It's TikTok.
Okay.
The message just popped up.
You're lucky that you didn't get banned.
It might be. Let me not use the word again because.
Don't use it again.
This particular account, an American account, doesn't take shots.
Oh, I see.
I'm a Nigerian unusual account.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the word I use it starts with R.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that.
But you remember, you know the word.
Somebody wrote in the comment now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I was just. Paparino, before I forget, I want to tell you, I listened to your songs. Yeah, you actually, you did a very good job, to be honest. You did a fantastic job.
I wanted more from him, though.
I know him.
I hope to catch up with the current.
I know.
I'm coming up.
And knowing that you actually produced them as well. You did the beat and everything.
No, I don't do all the beats. I do some beats. I can't have all the time.
Okay. That's good. To be honest, that's really
you get the loops, now you get the samples and loops put it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. No, you really did a good job, to be honest.
So I heard that the public lawyer that was brought has sued VDM. How true is that?
Anyway, Nigeria.
How true is that?
I think he'll probably go and withdraw it now.
And withdraw what?
Because the guy was kneeling down yesterday now. The pastor was kneeling down.
What was kneeling down?
The pastor was begging. He begged.
Was begging VDM.
He was begging. He actually begged VDM as well.
Was it?
So I think it's very soft. No, I said Okafor himself begged what's that lady's name, and begged the VDM. I saw the picture of it.
You don't get my point. I said, why did that barrister Maxwell went to give VDM 24 hours to retract those words or else face sanction. That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure the Okafor will be begging the lawyer, begging with them.
Let me find that news. Let me find it and read it.
Yeah. If you go to what's that lady's name?
Which lady?
The lady involved.
No,
the lady involved in the Okafor situation. Oh my God, I forgot the name. If you go, I read it out yesterday when we were discussing it. Okay, I think maybe it was after your partner. Yeah, what's his name again? My God, I'm watching football. 1 second, let me tell the footballer.
All these African footballers, they form my hand as well. They disappoint me.
Morocco is on full swing. 2-0 just now.
To be a very big chef, Morocco hosts and win this cup. If they host and win, it will be a very big chef.
You know, see our game against Tunisia, Papayano.
Nigeria, look, with the likes of Cameroon, who again? Cameroon, Senegal, yes.
Cameroon, Senegal, there'll be a test of character for us, yes.
Nigeria. If Morocco ever meets any of them, Morocco will be in trouble. That's the only time they can be in trouble.
Well, beating Tunisia is a huge statement because those North Africans, they always like very good.
Morocco,
yeah, Toris of Ghana.
No African country has ever did in their entire life. In the entire existence of African football, what no African country has ever done, Morocco did it. Morocco was the first
Last World Cup, yeah?
Yes, the first African country to get to semi-final. You know what that means? Even with all our Jojo coach, all our Jojo.
Yeah, they got one better than Senegal in 2002.
They broke
that. Look at this.
You're right.
Let me put it on big screen. That's AI. That's AI now. Come on, now. That's AI.
No, it's not AI.
That is not real, please. That is not real.
What do you mean?
Let me.
Okay, 1 minute.
How can that?
I'm bringing the full story. 1 second.
Bring a video. There should be a video. Who was there recording it?
1 second.
It will even never happen like that. You see, it's obvious. That's it. How about when Konfi did? I think Sholake was begging Konfi a bit like that or somebody. Like that is even too awkward. Like those are VDM fans. VDM fans are the one that did those things. Let me find out.
Okay, but hold on. I want to see the full apology of this guy.
The same VDM is in Morocco.
Look at this. This is the full apology of the pastor, begging the congregation and apologize to the lady, to Doris Stella.
Video.
Yeah, I can. Let me send you the video.
You can see the video, please.
I'm not really into this story today. Let's see if I can get the video. If that was an AI, then that was good. Okay. Yeah. No, I have to come back for the video. But you can see that when he embraced her, and that was on the when was this? See, this is her and the Doris, right?
Is this real? All these things you're showing, this things look fake. This things look fake.
No, it's not fake. Apparently. Okay, actually, this is not Doris. His wife acknowledged the father. He apologized to Doris. Yeah. Yeah. But they're all a bunch of criminals. That's all I can say.
Who is even who now? We don't even know who is who.
You said this is an AI.
What was the case all about? So what was the case about?
To be honest with you, it's too complex.
Let me, Barrister Maxwell Opara has issued a legal warning to social media activist Roy Darkman on behalf of his client, Pastor Chris Okafor. He accuses VDM of defamation, cyberbullying, and online harassment, especially claims linking Pastor Okafor to a woman alleged to be his daughter. But Mrs. Man doesn't even know who is his daughter. I don't understand. Opara demanded that VDM stop making the allegations, take down related online posts, issue public apologies, provide credible proof such as a valid DNA test for the claims. He warned that if these demands are not met, legal action will be taken. As of now, it's mainly a formal legal threat and public notice with no widely confirmed court case already filed. I mean, yeah, that's what I am seeing on ChatGPT. But I mean, like, how does it look? It sounds somehow. The same lawyer we are bringing to fight in J4M is threatening to sue with him. Like, even if they give him the job, shouldn't he say that, no, I don't want to do? I don't understand. Everything about this video, about this J4M, right? When people come around, tell you I have a lawyer, I've got this, I've got that. I mean, it's all questionable because you don't even know who is who. Before, okay, in the past, they told us that they are contributing money in the NGO of the lawyer. Can you imagine that? Why are these our people so desperate like this? You know, and when you are asking of what messed up Joseph Aloba, some of these are like non-talent people are part of those that messed up that man. The man himself wants money. Joseph Aloba wants money. And listen to anybody who speaks money language. And these people who went around speaking money language. That's why he allowed them. That's why he listened to them. And with the money language, they were able to achieve what they want. But Amobad never woke up on his own to say he wants to sue the DPP. They are the one that brought it, and they are the one that pushed for the contribution. The man never woke up to say he wanted to appeal. They are the same one that came and tell the man to do so that they raise money. They are I just call it relevant seekers. They don't calm down. Look at all the suggestions we bring to the table. Tell me what we have not discussed about. That's all right. Talking about any J4M, any solution anyway, and excluding what we are doing on this platform, you are just joking. I call you a very big joker. Excluding what we do on this platform about J4M and talking about any solution, you are just a big joker. A big joker and a time wasters. And a scammer ready to take advantage of weak people. People who can't understand law. All in the name of emotion, all in the name of we are seeking for justice. Now I'm asking, all of them who came out dragging people because of Barrister Maxwell, how much have they contributed, all of them? How much did they contributed? You see, before they will be dragging you, look at the way this platform functions. Before you see me talk about everyone, let's go contribute. I am the first to contribute. I will be the first to contribute and then call everybody, okay, guys, okay, let us come in and putting our money together, right? Because I believe in what I am saying. I am contributing, and then I'm calling everyone, come out, let us contribute. That is convincing. But if I tell it today, maybe only one or two persons, maybe only Supreme 2 contributed. And the Supreme now, where is her money? Barrister Maxwell, you go to sue VDM. VDM will be saying get a very big platform to promote Mobile case. You go to get clash with them. Share tomorrow now, even if you bring Maxwell, if you bring Maxwell tomorrow now, and VDM got to find out that Maxwell is the one leading, do you think VDM will join him? Do you think he will join him? And why will he join him? That's why I say that there is a lot of desperation. A lot of desperation. And if you don't have anybody who has the good of this case at heart, and you're good at heart, who is advising you, and who has the confidence to stand here and stop all of them, you will only be messed up. You
not good. No. It's nice. It's solution. In fact, we provided the most solution in J4M. Even as I'm speaking to you, there's the solution unresolved. I said, Papa, there no solution. But Mobad, do a private DNA for Mobad, a court monitor DNA for Mobad. Sue Women's mother. Let Women's mother and Naramali be brought to police station. Why are you scared? Nobody will lead you to all these directions. If we don't say it here, nobody will say it. Even on this DPP stuff, I remember I was the first to come out. I was the first to come out then, saying it, that you can't sue the DPP. You cannot.
Yeah, I remember that was a high note about
I said, you cannot do it. They wanted to show that, they are on top of the case, that they do whatever they want to do. Today, Daddy, if you see your daddy, this useless but coming out, to be saying things, like, I would just say, like, what innocence do you want to prove your daddy? Do you know the reason why I blocked your daddy? Because you were defending the nonsense that Gorexi was doing. Gorexi has transferred the same thing to you. I didn't block you because the defender of Mobad got to consensus me. I blocked you because of Gorexi. I asked you. I said, Baba Mobad is not speaking to Mobad's mother. Baba Mobad is not speaking to King White. Why is Gorexi, who is very close to his man, why is he speaking with the enemy of this man? And you kept defending him, and you can have the number, you can. And I say, this is not what I want. Get lost. Upon all their agony, they went up, they went down, they came back to where we started from. And this new year that we're entering, this platform is too advanced. Sometimes you see me, I'll just off camera, like, okay, let me just do that thing, because we are too advanced. If we're over advanced, they are so slow, they are coming from behind. So sometimes I think that we should just press a little bit, press it slow a little bit, and let them come meet us. Because we are too fast. That's why they don't understand us. They begin to analyze what we do here. I am just a speaker, a messenger speaking in Russian. I am just an Russian by the Almighty God. In Russia, sent by God. And I'm telling my truth. What did we hear from him that we can say this is not representing? Aside from they take only that one point that I'm dragging Baba to do the needful. They use that to turn down all the effort we are making. And you see how people can become very wicked. But look at them today right now. You see how, in fact, with what I'm saying to the right, I will tell you that not more than 15% of people still stand behind Aloba. It's ever shrinking and ever reducing. For some people, having Joseph Aloba for themselves is like victory. And that is one thing Gorexi has always been doing. Gorexi did it with Berekete, with Buki Jisin, with me, with many other people. For them, it's an achievement to own Aloba. Because when they own the man, that's where they benefit. That's where they now gain. Because there are some gullible ones among them who can't think by themselves. They think being with that man means you're protecting that man. Then they begin to supply money for protection. Gorexi cannot lie that it's not getting money from protecting of Mobad. Money for being with him, allowance, everyone is getting money. That's why you say not because it's for justice. He doesn't care about. I think Baba is going left, Baba is going right. Gorexi will go there with him. Right? Gorexi excuse that they have Aloba is because of the money. If Aloba was very poor and there was no money involved, you will never see these kind of people like Gorexi. You will never see them there. They are always where they eat, they benefit the most. These are the things I try to instill into the public to let you know you are not in the right path when you are moving with people like this. They are time wasters. They will keep dragging this case forever. They will intentionally keep dragging the case forever. And because they have the time, they will tell you, time right now, we have time, it's available. They will use you, spend your money, and at the end of it, they will blame other people. They will never blame themselves. You see what Muyiwa said a few days ago when Muyiwa came out. Muyiwa said that
They trusted the pathology. That the pathology is to be blamed for the second autopsy, not them. No blame is coming from them. And that's why I got mad when I see some set of people who were previously from this platform going around the corners and coming out that they have brought an angel or they have a lawyer or barrister Michael. In fact, that everybody should begin to contribute into the account of the barrister. And they now start making it look like anyone who doesn't contribute is an anti-justice, is against justice, is thwarting justice. And they start using words that will scare you. They start saying things that if you don't have your own made-up mind, they will make you look like the devil. And that is what I stopped. If you believe in it, why don't you all put your salaries together? You believe in it, right? Why don't you all put your salaries together? There are some times people have contributed that you two didn't contribute. If you believe in something, as I'm here speaking right now, I am one of the only hosts who contributed to the GoFundMe, no other host. Right? So if they too, they pick something else and they contribute to it, it's not a bad thing. And again, why is it that this idea of whenever they want to do something, they need confirmation from me. They need me to support it. Why are you guys coming to me if I'm not important, if I'm not relevant? Why? Why do you guys need me to support it, to push it? Because you know you believe in me. You know I have integrity. Right? You know so. And if you know I have integrity, why don't you listen to what I say? I don't just tell people to go put their money in somewhere. I don't just do that. Don't think that because I tell people to give to me whatever, so when you want to do something unreasonable, I'll just tell them, hey, go put your money there. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. You should come out with genuineness. Be genuine and do what is right. That is the only thing that sustains me, who is here. Even God knows the moment I start doing what is not right, that is my end. And the Almighty God take it away and replace me. The moment my heart started becoming cheating in you, may God take me away. Because I never think the way some people think. The way I station my heart is, how can it be better for all of us in whatever we are doing? And I come in with my own best. That is why whenever you see me talk about solution, I am the first to be part of it. I will be the first to be part of it. Look at when an idea was brought on this platform that let us take this case to CNN, let us have a billboard. You see what happened? In the moment that we said we wanted to have a billboard, York Daddy, Bayo Billion, Conflict, all of them went together. That is when they too they wanted to do it. When we stopped that we didn't do it again, they too they stopped. Hallelujah. Guys, can you see the pattern right now, right? For them, they are joking with this case. They are joking with this case. Ask them, what made them stop from going to CNN, BBC, doing billboard like we wanted to do it? What made them stop? They are against accountability. You can never make progress in this life once you be against accountability. No successful nation today became great without doing account. Accountability starts from you being genuine in the reports you give about what you have done. What have you done? Give the genuine answer. Because there are people who are genuine, who contributed genuinely. You not telling them what to use their money to do genuinely is a cheat to them. And you will never get anywhere in life. It's a big cheat to them. And that is why you see Aloba struggling and struggling. Aloba is crumbling. It's crumbling. Do you know how many people that have been used? And as I said, in as much as I still have some mercy, some sort of mercy for him, I will not think twice if I will have to see that a case is taken against Aloba, which I firmly believe if a case of fraud is reported against Aloba today, the man will be in serious problem.
in a very serious and messy problem. It's what I saw. I know what I want to put together. I don't even, we just need a lawyer. I am the one that will guide the lawyer. Don't dare me. With evidence, what are we saying here? At most, you see, at most, if he doesn't go to jail, he will return a lot of money. And those money will bankrupt him. Those who give 9 million, if they say they want their money back, they pay their receipt. Those who give 7 million, those who give 14 million, if they, where will Allah see those money? Mm-hmm. They run their mouth. Hey, bring your receipt, bring your receipt. If we initiate case today, now go for stand. In fact, the man will be in a big confusion. He will be in a very big confusion if we initiate that case today. That's why I'm just a little bit, I'm just neutral, passive. I'm just passive. But one thing I will not accept anytime, any day, that will push me to the extent is to see Aloba flaunting and acting like nothing will happen. Hey, you are the beggar here, Mr. Man. I will have to have you reminded. You are the beggar here. We are the only one rendering help here. And our help has a condition. We responded because a reasonable human being to us who honestly need help to do some certain things for his son came out to the public and we contributed. What the law says, as long as it can be proven that the man requested the money for some particular things, and at the end of the day, he did not use the money to accomplish, to do those things. If you take it up against him, once it's proven that he didn't use the money to do those things, he's in trouble. Once he cannot give accountability on how he spent that money on those things, he's in trouble. The law is very simple. I don't know why anybody will be saying that you cannot solve it. You don't go to EFCC. Just take it to the police. It's a fraudulent case. EFCC can handle it, but go to the police. The police will handle it very well. They will invite him. This is an evidence of some contributions. This is an evidence of people galvanizing people to contribute money for a particular purpose of justice for your son. And they felt being cheated. They felt being deceived. They felt being used. And they want an accountability. Hey, you think police will say get out of it? You think police will tell you that? No. They will ask him, did you go to the public at any point to request for money for anything justice? Once he says yes, they will say, now, how was it? How much was the total money contributed that was collected by you? And how did you spend it? They will ask him that question. That's where the problem comes in. And whatever he says, he must bring receipts. Not being able to bring any of the receipts, he will be in a very serious trouble. A very serious trouble. And not just him, every one of them who participated will be in serious problem. So you guys should think about it very, very well. Okay. If you guys think we should have a class action against Aloba for public funding misappropriation. If you want us to have a class action to the party, to have him invited, because these are the things police will tell him to do. If he was able to give a genuine accountability, no problem. They will not instruct him to come and give it to the public, which he will still have to do. But I can assure you, it is a lost battle for Aloba. Especially if I am the one who will draft what the lawyer will take to police station. I'm well grounded in this case now. Videos, received, everything. And let's see what next. You see all this cricket running out, you'll be crying. You say, what are targeting No. They are the one that pushed that man into the trouble the man is today. And one of the person that destroyed Joseph Aloba is Gurexi. I've always been saying this right from time. But very soon it will become very obvious to you. Did you guys see what Gracie told about? Which he would have done. They told him to go and denounce Barrister Maxwell. Did you see that? Gracie himself was already coming for Maxwell himself, but people didn't respect it. So he wanted Joseph Aloba to come and say it by himself. He told Aloba. Now, what did you guys do about that? Huh? You guys are always against Babayano. Whatever Babayano says, that is the one you guys want to take all around because of wickedness. Don't you listen to the condition I give? I said, contribution is not the problem. But how are we genuine about, all this contribution? I said, why can't the lawyer that you guys are talking about make some certain petition? Now tell me who is fooling who, tell me who is cheating who is using who. Whenever you refuse to be used by criminals, they will turn against you, call you different names. I have learned that in life. That's the only way you can defeat people who are pushing so hard. Ask them, have you put your own money? They will be saying that, I will put it later. Then, why are you rushing other people? Why are you rushing other people? That's my question. Most of them who were promoting Barrister Maxwell, they didn't even put their money on board. They don't believe in it. Are they not working? When you see them talking, you see them talking like chairman, you see them talking like very rich people, they'll be using commanding tone to on your own money. And I just sat down, I just thought within myself, I said, wow, really? Okay. I just told myself, I said, okay. Wahala. No wahala. Me that I'm there, you think that I just wake up and people just trusted me, right? You think I just wake up? Why don't you start with those who trust you? Every host here has people who trust them, right? Why among your panel, your platform, those who trust you, why don't you guys raise your own money? Let us see first. The reason why they keep saying everybody come together is to scam you guys. Everybody was together a year before now. We all. Is there any host in J4M who was not together with us here before? No. They all ran away. And they're talking about together. Together where? Together where? Together back to where you guys were? Or together where? I don't understand. Come together where? Together where? What is chasing you guys? What is chasing you guys? That's why I told Lati, I told Lorebe, I said, Lorebe, no matter what config does for anybody do to today, don't run, don't go anywhere. Stand there, gidiba. You have done what heaven will appreciate. And you are the one that will see the end of Kofi. Kofi is cashing. They are all cashing. Right? Even the other members that she won for herself, that's why they are fighting themselves, all of them. They tell me this, the reason why they are fighting themselves. I don't see any important reason why they are fighting themselves. I don't see. The same reason why they fought against my platform. And they left here and they start, blackmailing me, destroy me. The same reason they will fight against themselves. The same reason they will fight against themselves. When I looked into this case, I said, we are too advanced. In fact, we are almost 1 year more advanced. We are 1 year more advanced.
Imagine Aloba was listening to everything we have been seeing on this platform. Even what I said recently. If you have not been listening to everything I've been saying, guys, how about the one I said recently? I said Aloba. In fact, I expected, as we're speaking right now, I expected to have seen a publication that Aloba has filed for a legal DNA for Mohbad that they will not document and keep somewhere. If in case anybody continue to claim that they are Mohbad child in the future, just tell them, oh yeah, this is Mohbad DNA already documented. Go do your own DNA, compare it. Is it 99.9999% similar? If it's not, you're not Mohbad child. Why can't they do it? Why? Many things that could be done on Mohbad. But the people that are controlling Aloba, they are using money to buy Aloba. It is either they use money to buy him, because you keep hearing people with big figures. You ask yourself, where do they come from? Now, that Yeye Bobo Gonwa that left where she is, left her business at work, and went to see Aloba. Went to see him for what? Went to see him for what? For what? And as long as Aloba keep wanting cheap things, and those cheap things, now they spoil this case they go. From nowhere, they go carry your gumbi, they give them for free of charge. Baba lies to Berekete. Baba said that family is now in charge of the DNA. Which family? Which family was here when Mohbad died? Which family do you guys know with Aloba aside from where you are? Tell me, which family you know aside from where you are? Guys, start from the script, please. The most tricky person in J4M is Aloba. You can't even know where he stands. Is it that he knows? Is it that he doesn't know? Like, is it that, like, what is the thing? Like, sometimes I just can't figure out Baba Mohbad. Hello guys, can you hear me? Please double tap on your screen, double tap, please. Hello, can you guys hear me? Hello. Hello, can you guys hear me? Have been announced dead. That is